At Retrovision, we know exactly what you want, like our lowest price guarantee, buy now and pay later, and an extra 5% discount for RAC members. That's on top of all the latest tech from the world's best brands at Retrovision.
A lot more secure in the line, pushing it forward.
Bad shot here, boys, and we start a roll here. One bad shot, you'll open the door here, boys. Come on, lads.
Yep, one bad shot is going to bring Faf du Plessis in, mate. Yeah, Faf du Plessis just got 100. Pretty good form, Bernie.
Welcome, everyone, young, old, and not so old. We are back here on the Pavilion Appeal Cricket Show, which is proudly brought to you by our wonderful sponsors, who I'll try to get out of the way of somehow. We have Retrovision. We know about Retrovision, don't we? If you can look on the side there, that side there, you can see that you save more every day as an RAC member. A lot of you are RAC members. So if you've got any electrical goods, white goods that you want to pick up, it's nearly Christmas, isn't it? You know where to go. It's Retrovision. You get to save more every day as an RAC member. They've got already low prices. Why would you shop anywhere else? Get into your Retrovision store. We've got Everlast sports drinks. Now, everyone, you've got to understand they are doing the most amazing deals for your clubs. Now, ESA Sports, we know they're the other sponsors, which are... there they are. I might change the camera angle a little bit in the next break. But Johnny Sanders, who is the MD at ESA Sports, who make every sporting moment epic, don't they? They also distribute that stuff there, the Everlast sports drinks. Now, let's get this straight. Don't worry about the 600 ml stuff that competitors dish out. It's not even good enough. It's just not worth it. 7 50 ml bottles at $1.88. Listen, $1.88 a bottle plus GST. Comes in boxes of 12, and that $1.88, which works out to about $24 or something around about that sort of mark per box, delivered to your door. So obviously delivered to your cricket club. Shove them in the fridge. They will walk out like hotcakes, and the profits for you as a club are fantastic, and you're doing your players a favour, especially now. Believe me, it will warm up. I do believe it's going to warm up. I think we're going to have a nice one this week. And dehydration is real. Remaining hydrated is your friend when you are playing this game of cricket. So get the Everlast sports drinks in your fridges. And also, just a reminder that we are live every Saturday morning between 8 and 9 a.m. You could be listening to this right now on 91.3 Sport FM, Community Sports Radio. Haha. We're on Sport FM every Saturday morning between 8 and 9 a.m., where you get to listen to this podcast as you're driving around, maybe, between games for the juniors, if you're in the Rockingham area. And if you're a little bit further south, just remember to plug in the Bluetooth on the phone, get it on the website, and you can listen in your car as you're driving around. 91.3 Sport FM. So thanks to Sport FM for supporting us as well. My name is Orazio Santalucia. I am your host this week and every week here on the Pavilion, where we will chat through this week. In particular, we're going to chat through round 6 of the Peel Cricket Association. And yep, round 6, we've already got there. Before too long, you'll know we'll be at the Christmas break. Had some really, really good results, some outstanding individual results as well, which we'll go through a little bit later on in the show. It is also, forget about what just happened yesterday, okay? I know yesterday we had this little thing called the ICC Men's T20 World Cup Final, which was won by England. Enough about that. Let's just let that one slip by. We don't really care. It's a bit of hit and giggle in it. It doesn't really matter here in Australia. We don't care about T20 cricket, do we? Or do we what? we have, in 2 weeks' time, we have got the greatest T20 show on the Peel Cricket Association. Oh, dearie me. In two weeks' time, we got that really exciting point where B grade through to F grade, we're going to play some T20 cricket. And I think it's a very, very exciting initiative for the competition and something that's really going to project us forward. November 26th to December 17. There's 3 rounds plus finals. I think it's great. And it basically means that we've got everyone within the association with the opportunity to play T20 cricket. It's a format that we just still have not bought into in Australia or understand. But at the end of the day, we're getting left behind. And I really, really, truly believe it is the way forward. It won't be the only cricket available, but it's going to be the format that's going to be of choice, and a lot more people will play it. And I just think, really, I urge all the players that are playing it, that might be a little bit, I'm not sure, embrace it. Just go out there and just have fun. Express yourself. Understand that the smallest contribution can make the difference. So how many of you are, really doing stuff all on a Saturday anyway? That 5 or 10 runs, trust me, the score that wins these games is the batter that can go out and score 20 off 12 or 10 off 5 or 4. If you as a batsman can go out and consistently score 20 off 12, you will be a gazillionaire playing IPL cricket. Okay, now there's plenty of you that think, 12 balls, that's not much. But that's the game. It's short, it's sharp. It's all about moments, 120 moments in a game. So think of it that way. Anyway, I think it's going to be a real game changer. I think we're going to see some really exciting stuff. And I think we might just invigorate a bit of life into the competition. I don't know about you guys, but I'm just feeling a little bit flat. I'm just getting this impression that we're all a little bit flat. And we need something to spark it up. And I think this is it. We'll be reporting on the results of the start of round 2 of our own Retrovision Premier T20 League. It's starting to hot up now. Hall's Head take on White Knights Baldivis. Should be another belter. I am recording this before that game, this section of the show anyway. So I've got no idea what I'm going to be talking about yet. But I do know that it'll be a belter of a game. I think White Knights feel a little bit hard done by after round 1. If you remember, the Singleton White Knights game was the one affected by the lights going out. And I know a few White Knights people, they took the result on the chin. There's not much we can do, but they thought they might have just about got over the line there. So they'll be looking for revenge. And Hall's Head, the juggernaut that are Hall's Head, they are flying along. But as we know, everyone's beatable on their day. What else we're going to have a chat about? We got then all over Australia, we've got the veterans competitions all firing up. So the national veterans competitions in over 40s, over 50s, and over 60s. WA is sending over a plethora of teams. They're going either next week, the week after, in all the different age groups. They're all starting to go over to different parts of Australia. They're all going to compete in their own age groups. And we've got a number of Peel players that'll be representing WA, I guess. We'll have a little bit more of a discussion about that competition a little bit later on in the show. With that in mind, remember the Focus Cup over 45. So that competition's a relatively new one. So that's Sundays. That'll be kicking off when all these guys get back pretty much. So December the 4th is the first round. If you are in that age bracket and you're looking for a game, bit of fun, just get in contact with either Jason Sandiford or myself. So it'll be president@peelcricket.com.au or Jason Sandiford. He's available on Facebook. You can find him. But I tell you what, just send any inquiries through to me, and I'll move them on, and we'll work out a better way to sort of do this. But it's 32 overs a side. White ball, you bowl, was it 6 overs or 8 overs? I think it's 6 overs from one end, and then you swap over. Look, it's a great format. I actually think it's got something. I played a few games last year, had a ball. I haven't played for a long, long time, and you could tell that in particular the first game. I just got a little bit more into it as I went on. But anyway, there's that there. And what else did we go? And finally, before we move on, just a reminder to our Peel-based players. So that's basically Mandurah, Hall's Head, South Mandurah, Waroona, and Pinjarra. Players that want to play in Country Week. If you are keen, we are going to have to know ASAP on your, I guess, whether you want to play or not, because we'll have to nominate teams. We'll have to be in A grade and B grade to start with. If we've got 2 teams, any more than that, we can probably start seeing how that sort of works. But we do need to know ASAP. Your clubs do know this, but players, I'm just putting a call out. If you are keen, please get in touch with your club delegate, your club president, essentially, and they'll pass on that information. But if you are keen, just get onto them ASAP, because we're going to have to nominate very, very soon, and we'll have to work out whether we are going to actually participate in Country Week this year or not. So we need to know very, very soon. Hell, that was a hell of a start. And look, we've got to acknowledge, well done to England, T20 world champions. They are the undisputed kings of white ball cricket. They are wiping the floor with everybody. You only had to see the other day when they absolutely demolished India by 10 wickets. That is ridiculous. And then in this final here, it was a good game. It was a very good game. If Shaheen Shah Afridi didn't go off injured, geez, I don't know. It could have been, coulda, woulda, shoulda. End of the day, England are clearly the best team in the world. Christ, that hurts to say. But what hurts even more is that I guess our nation just doesn't acknowledge that at all, and we're falling further and further behind. Let's be brutally honest. Australia won last year. It was the Stephen Bradbury effect, and if anyone wants to challenge me, well, I'm happy to have a chat about that. But it was a poor tournament last year that was won by a poor team. Clearly, the best team in the world are England. They've got players that are left out that'll walk into any team. They've got about 30 players. I reckon they could pick any day of the week. We're battling to pick a team, and we're leaving players out all over the place. Look, I better stop before I get shot off the air. Anyway, we are on the Pavilion, the Peel Cricket Show. As I've said numerous times, and you can see all around me, we are proudly supported by Retrovision, ESA Sports, and Everlast Sports Drinks. We'll be right back after this.
At Retrovision, we know exactly what you want, like our lowest price guarantee, buy now and pay later, and an extra 5% discount for RAC members. That's on top of all the latest tech from the world's best brands at Retrovision.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Pavilion, the Peel Cricket Show, which is proudly brought to you by Retrovision, ESA Sports, and Everlast Sports Drinks. You can see there, just as I move the boom arm, ESA Sports, good for apparel and teamwear. Look, we all love this kit, don't we? We all love this sort of stuff. So if you want to get a great deal and get yourself to ESA Sports, give Johnny Sanders a call there, 0456 890 888. Or if you'd rather get on the old email, it's sales@esasportsagency.com.au. ESA Sports make every sporting moment epic. They also distribute that stuff up in the top corner. Everlast Sports Drinks. You want to get them in your fridge. Okay, we're going to go through some results here now on the Pavilion. And we'll go through the Peel Cricket Association Round 6 results. And we'll start with A-grade Wyllie Cup action. And the first game we'll have a look at is White Knights Baldivis versus Singleton at Baldivis Sports Complex, that new fantastic facility. White Knights batted first, all out 154, and that was led by new recruit Brad Williams. He got 50 off 62 balls. And not much else there. A 20-odd from Steph Botha, but 154, not too bad a score. Bowled out in the 40th over. Wickets shared around the Singleton bowlers. And in reply, Singleton were all out for 96, couldn't really get it done. No batters really got going. Cal Austin got 25, and that was about it. And the wickets shared by the White Knights bowlers. So comfortable win there for the White Knights Baldivis. The next game we'll have a bit of a look at is a bit of a boil over here, and it's fantastic to see. So well done to the Secret Harbour Dockers. They knocked off the reigning champs in Warnbro. Secret Harbour 9 for 173, and that was led by new recruit this year in Shaban Ahmed, who's having a really, really good start to the year. He got 51 off 50. 5 4s and 3 6s. That's exactly how he bats. He's an entertaining player, great to watch. McElwain got 33 as well. The wickets were shared amongst all the Warmer bowlers, but in reply, There's only one man that could really get going, and that was our man Kane Standing, captain, wicketkeeper extraordinaire, the man with the long hair, batting very, very well this year. 75 not out, and that was about all she wrote. No one else really helped him there. 4 wickets from the ex-Prez, Terry Arnold, who's captaining Secret Harbour at the moment, got 4 for 37, and McElwain backed up his 30-odd with 3 poles as well. So well done there to Secret Harbour, who are just starting to build it up there. So well done, guys. Next game, match of the round, Halls Head v Waroona. That was at Waroona. Halls Head batted first, 4 for 165. Yep, that man again, 51. He moves on to 411 runs, does Jack Manuel, at 102.75. Yep, that's just ridiculous. Will Elvidge, one of the overseas players, he got 47 as well. So 4 for 165. Not too bad a score there. And in reply, Waroona, all out for 154. So got pretty close. Close game, led by Jaden DeRosa. That man really, really one of the leading players in the competition. We're going to miss him. He's going to be going soon, heading over to Canada with his family. I believe he'll be back at some stage. But, yeah, I don't know how many games he got left. I don't know if there's another one or that was it. I'm not sure. But 82 not out, just showing everyone how classy he is with the bat. But it wasn't enough. 11 runs. Halls Head were the winners there. They continue on their merry way. And in the last game, we had Shoalwater. And that was this one is at Meadow Springs. Shoalwater 5 for 188. And that was leading scorer there. Well, 2. They got 2 50s there. So they had Charles Kunji, their overseas player, Zimbabwean overseas player, 54. Just starting to get into it nicely there. And we had Riley Ward get 51 for Shoalwater there, and their score of 5 for 188. And in reply, Mandurah could only get 91. Ben Britton with 30 not out, and he was about the only one there. And we had Jackson Ward with 4 wickets for Shoalwater. So convincing win there for Shoalwater. And the table at the moment in A grade, Halls Head clear leaders there. Played 6-1-4. They had a tie, if you remember the first game, and a washout. Warnborough still second, even though they lost, but Shoalwater right behind them on 21 points, and White Knights Baldivis make up the 4 with 20. Mandurah, Waroona, Pinjarra, Singleton, and Secret Harbour make up the ladder there. Okay, we'll move back into the games, and we'll go to B grade very quickly. B grade, Halls Head v Mandurah, and this is at Peerwood Reserve. If you really want to, you can watch the replay of that one. It was recorded on Frog Box. They've got a couple of Frog Boxes there at Halls Head, providing the entertainment they are down at Peerwood, aren't they? Okay, we'll go to, if you want to make sure I've got this right. So Halls Head batted first, all out for 179. Not a bad score, really. And that was led by James Skills, he got 52. Bowling-wise, shared amongst all the bowlers, including young Isaac Diamanti. He got 3 wickets. And young Isaac playing in the 2s there means that old man Brendan, he's running around. So this is the second game he's played. Not bad having a New Zealand international running around within the 2s there, but he's fulfilling the old I guess one of the male dreams, one of the father's dreams, which is to play with his son. So well done there for getting that done there. But Mandurah in reply, 6 for 182. Brendan Ingle, he got 52. And, well, you just don't lose. It's like riding a bike, isn't it? Brendan Diamanti got 34, followed his 40-odd last week. And we had Brett Ronan with 37 not out as well. And bowlers, well, not enough wickets there for Halls Head, and a good win there by Mandurah. Next game, Shoalwater versus Rockingham. Shoalwater 8 for 163. Comfortably defeated the Rockingham Hornets all out for 90. So in that 163, we had a 41 by Ronan O'Connell. That was the leading score there. Wickets-wise, just shared around by the Rockingham bowlers. Well, in a score of 90, no one's really going to get any runs there, but we're going to have someone who got the wickets, and that was Scott Pacey with 4, was the leading wicket taker there. So big win there for Shoalwater Bay. Next game, North Baldivis versus Warnborough. Warnborough 9 for 198. That was led by Josh Scott, who got 59 of those. Wickets-wise, shared around amongst the Bulls bowlers. And in reply, Punyajit with 63. And we had Jimmy Singh with 34, and that was about all. No one else really got any real partnerships of note, and bowlers shared around by Warnborough, and they had a really good 23-run win there. And the last game, Pinjarra v White Knights Baldivis. White Knights, I think Pinjarra batted first, 188, and that was led by Jason Pullman with 73. Bowling-wise, shared around amongst the White Knights bowlers, and in reply, 5 for 189 were White Knights, and leading the way 2 weeks in a row, and he's gone up a grade as well. Your operations manager in Dan Cole, 75 off 72. It's amazing when you start watching the ball, isn't it, Dan? Well done, mate. Good stuff there. 75 out of 189. Bowlers just shared around there with Pinjarra. So good win there for White Knights Baldivis. So what does their ladder look like? Hall's Head, top of the table there on 30 points. The Rockingham Hornets. Disappointing loss for them, but they're still second on 28. White Knights on 24 and North Baldivis on 20, as are Mandurah in 5th place on 20. So it's just a percentage thing there. Warnborough, Shoalwater and Pinjarra make up the rest. We quickly move on to C grade Jeffrey Cup action, round 6 of the Peel Cricket Association here on the Pavilion, the Peel Cricket Show. Shoalwater Bay, well, leading the way here. This is 3 from 3. Their C grade did a number on Hall's Head. C grade Shoalwater 4 for 245. So someone's got some runs there. Let's have a quick look. And well, did 3 50s. That's pretty rare. So we had Sean Hettle with 72, the Wyllie veteran Pete Ritchie with 52, and we had Brad Smith with 50 not out. 245. That's a big score. It's going to win more games than not. And Hall's Head was just a bridge too far. 186 all out, led by Peter Knight on 48 not out. With the ball shared around amongst all the Shoalwater bowlers. So well done there to Shoalwater. Now, this next one's a bit of a cracking game. South Mandurah, I believe, batted first. Yep. So South Mandurah batted first, 6 for 238. That's a pretty reasonable score, led by Sam Roberts, who got 80, and a few 30s and stuff like that around the way there. Bowlers, wickets shared around amongst a few of the bowlers there for Secret Harbour. They're playing Secret Harbour, by the way. Secret Harbour Dockers 7 for 240. They've had a pretty good day, the club. Connor Styles with 54 led the way there, and a few other scores. Lots of contributions all the way down the batting order, which is good to see as a team and as a club. I know as a coach and a captain, you sort of like to see that. Bowling wise, shared amongst the South Mandurah boys, but Secret Harbour too good on the day. Well done to them. Mandurah v North Baldivis. North Baldivis batting first, 185 all out. Now, surely he didn't get runs again. Let's have a look. No. It's our man. But so who got runs there? We had Lewis Swar with 48 leading the way there. Bowling wise, we had Stuart Moore with 4 wickets for Mandurah. So 185 all out North Baldivis, and in reply Mandurah all out 165. 36 from Scott Aitken, the leading run scorer there. Wicket shared amongst all the North Baldivis players there. So 21 win there by the Bulls. And the last game, Singleton versus White Knights. Singleton batted first, 9 for 199. Again, not a bad score. Anything in that 200 sort of range is always good in club cricket. Anthony Burt on 45 was the leading scorer there, and a few other 20s along the way. Bowlers shared, wicket shared, 3s and 2s all around the place for White Knights, and they had a bit of a crack, but they were all out for 162. Amardeep Singh with 52 leading the way there with the ball, shared amongst all the Singleton bowlers. So C grade, that's it there. Quick wrap up of what their ladder looks like at the moment. We have North Baldivis on top on 32 points, White Knights on 27, Singleton third on 26, Shoalwater Bay fourth on 18 points, and Halls Head fifth with 15 points. Okay, we'll quickly go into D grade. Ritchie Cup. Shoalwater had the bye in that one. We got Warnborough. 7 for 204, defeated Halls Head 9 for 196. That was a close game there. So, yep, Warnborough batted first. So it was a really good run chase here by Halls Head. But Warnborough 204, led by Gavin Rowe with 57 and Steve Page with 58, leading the way with the ball shared amongst all the Halls Head bowlers. And in reply, wow, Tyler Naidu, 104. Well done. There's the first century of the day. That's a big score. Bit disappointed. Well, I don't know. If you listen to the Grade Cricketer, fantastic podcast. If you don't listen to that, well, you're doing yourself a misservice. They delve deep into what really happens in a cricketer's mind, and their one is, well, a century and a loss. Yeah, you're happy with that because it's all about you, stuff the team and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, I doubt very much Tyler's about that at all. But anyway, well done to Tyler with the 104, but it wasn't enough in a very, very close game, 196. Wasn't enough for the 204 that Warnborough made. So well done. That would have been a really good game to watch. Next game, Rockingham Hornets, 8 for 195, defeated Waroona all out 156. So for the Hornets, we had, good team contribution, 30s and 20s all the way down. Bowling-wise, spread of wickets there for Waroona. And in reply, we had, another DeRosa, Benny DeRosa with 54, leading the way there for Waroona. And we had Angus Jacobs for the Hornets getting 4 wickets. So a good win there for the Rockingham Hornets. And the last game, Singleton v White Knights. Big win there for White Knights. Baldivis batting first, 4 for 258. Big score. We had Van Zeel with 56. That's his second big score of the season. Lee McIntosh, the man just can't stop scoring runs no matter where he plays. Again, you just don't lose it, do you? And we had some other good scores along the way. And then in reply, Singleton all out for 102. Rendell with, Keenan Rendell with 52 out of the 102 with the ball. Wickets shared around all the White Knights players. So good comprehensive win there for White Knights. Actually, 156 run. That's more than comprehensive. That's a smashing. Quick look at the D grade ladder. We have White Knights sitting pretty on top on 69 points. Rockingham Hornets second on 50. Warnborough on 45 points in third. Halls Head on 37 points in fourth. Closely followed by Shoalwater in fifth on 36. And yep, that is D grade. Let's go to E grade very quickly. I've gone to the ladder rather than the scores. Don't you hate when you do that? Okay, E grade. Halls Head had the bye. Warnborough v Mandurah. Warnborough 8 for 201. 8 for 201. And that was led by Reece Wallace in the runs again. 68 not out. Wickets-wise, shared amongst all the Mandurah bowlers, and in reply, 177, 5 for 177, not enough. Again, some decent contributions all the way down, but no one really took the game on, and wickets were shared amongst all the Warnborough bowlers. So good win there by Warnborough. 8 for 201, defeated 5 for 177. The next game, we go North Baldivis versus Pinjarra. North Baldivis, 8 for 265. That's a pretty convincing score. We had Jason Seabum with 52. We had Julian Wilstra with 56. And we had Damien Price with 63. So really good contributions all the way through. Bowlers for Pinjarra all chipped in, did their bit. Pinjarra all out for 121. No one really took the game on there. Wickets shared amongst all the North Baldivis bowlers. Comprehensive win there by the Bulls. And the final game, we had White Knights Baldivis 9 for 139. They defeated Secret Harbour all out 94. For White Knights Baldivis, shared all amongst the batters. A good team effort there. Wickets shared by all the Secret Harbour bowlers. in reply, well, in a score of 94, no one's really going to get too many. And wickets-wise, well, we had a fifer. Kyle Hunt, 5 for 25, well bowled. And they rock and rolled Secret Harbour for 94. Good 45-run win there for the White Knights and their table in E grade. Forgot what grade I was doing there. White Knights sitting pretty, 58 on top. Mandurah second on 47, closely followed by North Baldivis on 46. In third and 44 points, Secret Harbour. Fifth, Warnbro on 36. And we go to F grade quickly. F grade. We had Shoalwater versus White Knights Blue. White Knights Baldivis Blue. Shoalwater all out for 108. Defeated White Knights Baldivis Blue all out 92. So close game there. Shoalwater would have batted first and runs shared amongst them. Wickets shared amongst all the White Knights. And then in reply, 92 all out. Again, just shared, but no one really went on with it. And wickets, we had Grief. Again, so he took 7 last week and he took 4 this week. So he's doing very, very well, causing grief all over the place. Had to go with that, sorry. So 108 Shoalwater defeated White Knights Blue 92. The next game, we had Rockingham Hornets, the F grade superstars, 4 for 228. Defeated Mandurah 9 for 192. So 228, big score. And we had another century, Stephen McIntyre with 103 not out, well batted. And we had Tim Hamilton with 58 not out as well. With the ball, well, not much happening there in 4 wickets. So, the bowlers had a tough day for Mandurah. And in reply, 192, not a bad chase. Top score there was Stuart Parker with 41. There was a couple of 30s and 20s, but it wasn't enough. Bowlers shared around the wickets for Rockingham Hornets, and they won quite comfortably in the end. The next game, we've got White Knights Gold versus Hall's Head. So White Knights Gold, 5 for 190. They defeated Hall's Head 181. Another close game. So we'll go to White Knights first, and we had, that man again, Joshua Matthews Rawlinson. Stop it, please. 78 not out. He's having a belter of a year as well himself. 287 runs at an average of 287. So the man just can't get out. So he's having a belt. He got 78 not out of 190. Wickets-wise, again, shared amongst all the Hall's Head bowlers. And then in reply, if you don't mind, Daniel Kripurvan, he got 100 not out of 102. And Robert Swart got 52 as well. But it wasn't enough. They were 8 runs short. And wickets, Wildsmith, he got some wickets a few weeks ago. He's got 4 for 10 in this one as well. So win there for White Knights Gold. And finally, Warnbro v Singleton. Warnbro 6 for 212. That's a good score. And that was led by another century, Adam West, with 121 off 90 balls. And he was supported by Joel Hackwell, who got 55. Wickets-wise, shared by the Singleton bowlers, and in reply, they were all out for 105, with Daniel Klassen with 52 leading the way there. Wickets-wise, we had Keegan Philippek with 4 for 12. They're pretty decent figures there. And then Stephen Young bowled 4 balls and took 2 for 1 at the end of the game. So obviously, he needed to get somewhere and wanted to finish the game off quickly. So a big win there for Warnbro. E-grade ladder quickly. Rockingham sitting on top on 75. White Knights Gold 65. White Knights Blue 61 points in third. Warnbro in fourth with 54. And let's not forget our ladies who played round 4. They played round 4 of their T20 league. Shoalwater beat Mandurah. Shoalwater 3 for 112. Defeated Mandurah all out 58. So big win there for Shoalwater. Hall's Head 6 for 121. They defeated White Knights Baldivis 5 for 89. Secret Harbour Dockers 4 for 121. Not enough. South Mandurah 1 for 151. They had a lot of retirements. Some good scores, some 30s and 20s. Good to see. And Warnbro 91 defeated Pinjarra 52. And the ladies T20 ladder after 4 rounds looks like Warnborough on top with 16 points, Shoalwater second on 12, as are Halls Head third on 12 points, just a percentage thing there. And the champs, South Mandurah on 8, as are Mandurah on 8. So that's a wrap-up of Peel Cricket Association action, round 6 and round 4 of our competitions. You are on the Pavilion, the Peel Cricket Show, proudly supported by Retrovision, ESA Sports, and Everlast Sports Drinks. We'll be right back after this.
At Retrovision, we know exactly what you want, like our lowest price guarantee, buy now and pay later, and an extra 5% discount for RAC members. That's on top of all the latest tech from the world's best brands at Retrovision.
Okay, welcome back to the next segment here of the Pavilion, the Peel Cricket Show. As usual, proudly brought to you by our fantastic sponsors in Retrovision. As you can see there, you save more every day as an RAC member. A lot of you out there are RAC members. So remember to get in to your local Retrovision store for all your electrical stuff, all the good stuff. You get 5% off already low prices. They've got lowest price guarantee, 60-day price promise, and special deals for RAC members. So get in there quick, smart. It's obviously coming up to that time of the year where we spend way too much money. And if you're going to spend money, why not spend it in Retrovision, getting all the electrical stuff, all the good stuff, all the stuff that goes bang, whistles and all that sort of stuff. Retrovision's the place to go. You can also see up that way there, as my hand disappears, Everlast Sports Drinks. I know today was a bit of a shocker of a day, but we got a little bit of warm weather, and I believe we're going to get some more weather as of next week on, and summer may come at some stage. Everlast Sports Drink, isotonic hydration, the best stuff you can get going around. And remember, 750ml bottles at $1.88 a bottle. You can't beat it. And ESA Sports, they are the ones that distribute Everlast Sports Drinks, but they also do all the other stuff, as you can see there, apparel and teamwear, coaching, and all the other stuff. So jump on the website, esasports.com.au, or esasportsagency.com.au. You'll get all the info on ESA Sports and what they do. You'll also be able to contact Johnny Sanders there. He'll be able to sort you out with some Everlast. Okay, speaking of Retrovision, we're going to have a quick roundup of the latest round of the Retrovision Premier T20 League. We had the first game of round 2, so it's obviously a bit of a challenge, a squeeze to get everyone through. There's 2 pools and all that sort of stuff. Lucky that there's some people within the PCA committee that are a lot smarter than me that are able to work all this stuff out. This confuses the hell out of me, and I just handball it straight over to the people that know. So thank you, Dan. Thank you, Ash. So Dan Cole, Operations Manager, and Ash Wyborn, one of the committee members. That's their stuff. They're really good at that. So thank you very much. Anyway, Halls Head versus White Knights Baldivis. Now, White Knights a little bit stiff. Round 1, they had the first game of the competition, and that was the infamous lights out game. So they felt they might have had a bit of a run in that last over, then had a 10 to win. You never know. But as the lights went out, we went with Duckworth Lewis, which is a common method process of working out who wins games that are interrupted. And Singleton were 1 run ahead at that stage, and they won the game. Anyway, White Knights won the toss, chose to bat, and most teams do in the Retrovision Premier T20 League. But White Knights could not have started any worse. Cam Rain out first ball of the match. Been there, done that a couple of times. Anyway, out to Adam Burridge, caught behind, pretty simple dismissal, and they never really got going from there. The White Knights batters, no one really gave the innings any impetus. The wicket wasn't easy. The wicket was sticking a little bit. So it's been a common theme this season, but we have had a wet, moist sort of season so far. So the pitches haven't really got a chance to get hard. So the ball was sticking a little bit too paced, but it wasn't horrendous. And they just never really got going. No one really got going. There were too many dot balls, way too many dot balls. There was a stage there where we had Chris Davenport, who's the marquee player for Halls Head. He's the captain of Fremantle Premier Cricket Club in the WA Premier competition, seasoned veteran there. He took 1 for 7 Yep, 1 for 7 off his 4 overs, bowling leg spin. And he was partnered at the other end with Joe Slade, and he took 2 for 18 off 4. So in that 8-over spell, they only scored 25 runs, White Knights, and they lost 3 wickets in that stage. So they just never really got going. Highlight of the batting innings was really, there was a shot, Gareth Churu, who's one of the Zimbabwean overseas players who's come to White Knights this year. He played, if guys can remember Kevin Peterson and his pomp, he played this shot, he called the flamingo. He basically got up on one leg and stood up tall, and he'd whack it through mid-wicket because that was Kevin Peterson's sort of zone. But Gareth here just got up on one leg and just punched it straight down the ground. It was a classy shot, and I thought, oh, hello, here we're on here. But he didn't last too much longer than he got 15, and that was the top score really. And they were 9 for 79. 9 for 79 at the end of 20. Never enough. Not with the Hall's Head power batting that's been just dominating everything in its path this season. So they started off with Aaron Burridge and Josh Rudge. Poor old Josh. He had an even worse game than Cam Rain. So you think getting our first ball of the match is bad? Well, Josh didn't even face the ball. He was run out. There was a mix-up. He was run out without facing a ball. So that was his night done. But Aaron Burridge went off and belted 20 off 10, which included 5 fours. He wasn't really going to run. And then the main man, the man of the moment, the one that's just scoring runs for fun, plundering everything that comes near him, Jack Manuel, just class personified. And one shot that really highlighted that, he just ran down the wicket. I can't remember who the White Knights bowled. He just ran down the wicket and just launched him straight back over towards the the commentary end, so the opposite to the freeway. Myself and Terry McNeil, we thought we were going to wear the cricket ball. It was just a hell of a shot, and it just highlighted his class, and he was just way too good. And Hall's Head did it quite easily in the end. Chased it down in 11.3 overs. They were 5 down, a few silly wickets trying to get the runs quickly, but they won the game, and they're most likely through to the end. They've still got one more game, but having won 2 of the 3, they're every chance to be in the semi-finals. So that's that game there. So next week we've got Mandurah, who we haven't seen yet this year. Again, it's just the way that it works this year because we've got 9 teams rather than 10. And yeah, that's just the way it works because we still haven't seen Shoalwater either. So, and they are the reigning premiers in the Retrovision Premier T20 competition. But anyway, next week we'll have Mandurah versus Warnbro. Mandurah had some great young players coming back to play from last year. And if you remember as well, I think they had one Chris Sarberg, who was their marquee player. But then he also, after one game, a couple of games later, he got a late Perth Scorchers contract and went off and played some games for the Perth Scorchers, who are obviously the champions of the Big Bash. So that wraps up our Retrovision Premier T20 League wrap-up. Look forward to next week's game. Hopefully it warms up a little bit. It wasn't as cold at the start this week, but boy, did it get cold towards the end. And it was a good thing Hall's Head won the game quite quickly. So remember, you can tune in next Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. ball-by-ball coverage, live and exclusive on the Pavilion, the Peel Cricket channel, which is our YouTube channel. You can see the YouTube clip down there. You get to see this show if you want. If you want to watch it rather than listen to it. And you can go back and watch the games. And there's a few other games there as well. So why not subscribe, leave some comments, all that sort of stuff. It just helps drive the algorithm and get a little bit more followship. Okay, you are on the Pavilion, the Peel Cricket Show, which is proudly supported by Retrovision, ESA Sport and Everlast Sports Drinks. My name is Orazio Santalucia, and we'll be back after this. Yep. You are here, the Pavilion, the Peel Cricket Show, the best show in the world. It's the best podcast going around, award-winning, baloney-eating, limo-driving. Next, I need the big Ric Flair. Whoo! I'm not going to go too loud. I'll blow the old speakers up. Anyway, we're going to talk a little bit of rep cricket in this final segment before we wrap up the show for this week. A bit of rep cricket stuff happening, and it's more about people from within the competition that have gone out and spread their wings and actually going out and representing their state. So we'll start with the veterans. So there's I'll tell you what, it's an ever-growing segment. We're getting older as a generation, and veterans cricket is really flying. If there's a part of the game that is growing, it is that end. You've just got to look around. Cricket's not exactly flying in regards to numbers, but the old guys, they can't get enough. They're really buzzing, and they're buzzing everywhere all over Australia because they're going off to various states as they go and represent WA in their different age groups, in different divisions and all that sort of stuff. And it's just great to see so many guys just continue playing cricket when they might have thought that they, either can't or aren't enjoying it or whatever. They're with guys that are all their age. And I guess as you play senior cricket, you've got all different age group, but they're with their own peer group. So anyway, we've got players representing, from the Peel Cricket Association or have got an association with Peel Cricket in over 40s, over 50s, over 60s, and over 70s. So in the over 40s, we have Andy Peckover from Singleton Irwinians and Steve Urseg from Rockingham Hornets. So they're both representing one of the WA teams in the over 40. So well done there, guys. So we'll look forward to seeing some runs and wickets and all that sort of stuff. And just remember, boys, whatever happens on tour, it stays on tour. You know the rules. Over 50s, we've got a few people putting their hand up and wearing the black and gold. In Division 3, we have Pete Ritchie, who's he's Mr. PCA. So he's obviously Shoalwater player. So he's playing in the Division 3 team that's going over. I don't know where they're going. They're going somewhere away from WA. Let's put it that way. Gary Edwards, who's from Singleton, he's playing in the Division 4 team, and Mark Moody is playing in the Division 5 team, and he's obviously from Waroona. So they're playing next week. In the over 60s, we have a couple of guys that are doubling up here. So we've got Pete Ritchie again. So he's an over 50, and he's pushing up a grade. He's doing the old juniors, pushing up a couple of grades. So he's playing in Division 1 of the over 60s. Obviously Shoalwater, and Ross Kramer. He's playing in the Division 3 team. He's from Shoalwater as well. In Division 4, we have Tommy Thomas from Waroona. We have, I can't read my writing, so I'll quickly get the email up that I had. If you wait 2 seconds, people, I'm very, very sorry about this. As I was writing this down, I knew that my handwriting wouldn't really hold up, wouldn't stack up. Sean Neri, there we go. Sean Neri from Warnborough Swans. He's playing in the Division 4 team as well. And in Division 5, Pete Harmer, who's a Hall's Head player. He's playing in a Division 5 team in the over 60s. And then the over 70s, we have Martin Crump from Hall's Head. We have Mick Ward from Waroona, and Peter Harmer again from Hall's Head. So all those guys are off to different parts of Australia. Some are in Sydney somewhere. Some are going. I don't know where they're going. Hopefully it stays dry, and hopefully they have an absolute ball, make runs, take wickets, and just fall in love with the game or stay in love with the game. So well done, guys, and good luck over there. Remember the over 45 Focus Cup, that'll be starting on December the 4th. If you're keen to play and you're in that age bracket, Jason Bulf Sanderford, look him up, or just send a message through to myself, president@peelcricket.com, or jump on the Peel Cricket Association Facebook page and throw something in the messenger. Continuing along the lines of rep cricket, WA just released their under-19 squad that's going to participate in the national championships in a couple of weeks over in Adelaide. They haven't played for a few years due to COVID and all that sort of stuff. But our region, our area's got 3 players that have been selected, and they are talented players, and we've all seen them everywhere. We've seen one that's making headlines nationally and probably internationally. And we got 2 that have that just don't mind having a bit of a hit in our little competition here in the Retrovision Premier T20 League. So Teague Wyllie, surprise, surprise, he's going to be captaining the side, and he's been captaining Rocky Mandurah as a young guy to lead a senior team. I think he's been doing a great job. Saw him the other day. He come down and watch a little bit of the Retrovision T20 game, as they do. The Wyllie family, they were all there. Georgia was there as well, and Dad. So they were all there watching and just supporting PCA cricket as they do. So that was great to see. Corey Wasley, he also got selected to represent WA in the under-19s, coming off a bit of form. The young man smashed 70 off 47 balls in the Premier T20 comp that started on the weekend for in the WA Premier League. He also, when he got 70 odd in the Colts earlier in the day, so he's had a good day on Sunday. And to top it off, he captained the side. So he captained one of Rocky Mandra's senior teams. And I think that's outstanding for the young man. So well done, Corey. And good luck over in Adelaide. And the other selection was Jye Donald. So big Jye Donald, who's, well, I'll tell you what, he's come through the ranks in the last year or so, just through sheer weight of wickets. He did it. He just kept going up through the grades and just smashed the door down, just kept taking wicket after wicket after wicket, had to get selected, got up, stayed up, and he's done very, very well. And he's now going to go and represent his state at the National Under-19s, one of the premier competitions where, you know, there's not many players that have gone on to play national cricket at whatever format that haven't gone through that competition. So good luck, boys. We'll all be cheering, and there'll be a few clubs that are very proud. Obviously, Mandurah have got a connection to all of them. Corey's played a little bit at South Mandurah and obviously Shoalwater as well, but they've all got a connection with Peel cricket. They're all around Peel cricket. You see them all the time, so they haven't forgotten where they come from. And I dare say you're going to get a lot of support from the Peel region and surrounding region. So good luck, boys, and we look forward to seeing runs, wickets, and all of that. And who knows what comes after that. Okay, well, that pretty much wraps up this week. Hopefully the rain stays away. It was a pretty ordinary day today, and I don't think it's going to get much better tomorrow. So I don't know. We'll just we'll see how it goes. We'll see how the A-grade cricket in particular goes. Every other grade is either on synthetic or can move to synthetic, but the A-grade rules state that they can't. So if it's a washout, it's a washout, and unfortunately that'll be another one within 2 weeks or something like that. So we've had a pretty ordinary start to the summer. Let's just hope that we this El Nino, whatever it is, goes away and doesn't get too hot, because you know what'll happen. It'll go the other way, completely the other way. Anyway, that wraps up this week's show. I'm working really hard to get a special interview next week, so watch this space. That's all I'm going to say. Watch this space. This has been The Pavilion, the Peel Cricket Show, proudly brought to you by Retrovision, where you can get, where RAC members can get an extra 5% off every time they go in there. Flash the card. You get 5% off the already low prices. Everlast sports drinks, fantastic stuff. 750ml bottles rather than that 600ml stuff. $1.88 a bottle, can't go wrong. And ESA Sports Agency, make every sporting moment epic. My name is Orazio Santalucia, and I have been your host this week, and I have been every week. And I hope that you jump on, join in, and listen to The Pavilion, the Peel Cricket Show next week. Until then,
RAC members get exclusive deals and offers, plus an extra 5% off on top of our lowest price guarantee at Retrovision.